Okay, let me record this part. One, the first step here is simple. Make sure you see on your Royalq, here, we have the name of the coin. We have the last price, and we have the change percentage. Tap on the change percentage. This means the performance of this coin in the last 24 hours. You know, there are people who say, the coin is in positive 10, but mine is still in floating loss of 20. What's the problem? Look at your average price you entered the coin and the current price. That's the difference. Now, I want you to tap on this percentage change. It will show you, it will start with coins that are doing poorly to those that are doing well. I'm going to look at all sides. I'm not saying you pick XCM because it's at negative 23. Open the coin. The challenge that this is, when you open the coin, let me see if I'll figure out if it fails, I join with another device. When you open the coin, let me join with another device because iPhone doesn't show well. iPhone doesn't show well these graphs. Let me join with another device. Let me show it. How do you pick a coin using the indicators? Can you see my screen? Give me one in the chat if you can see my screen. Give me one in the chat if you can see my screen. So come on home, tap on percentage change. Coins that are doing so poorly will basically appear. And when they appear, this doesn't mean, listen to me clearly, ladies and gentlemen, this doesn't mean that this is how this coin is doing currently. No. This means in the last 24 hours, this is from where the coin was. This is how the coin has fallen. Give me a two in the chat if you have understood that statement. It doesn't mean that when you pick this coin, when it is at negative 23, when it gets to positive 2, that you have made 22% in profit. Give me a 3 in the chat if I've also understood that statement. Give me a 3 in the chat. Because people say, aha, you see, it was in negative 23. Now it is in positive 10. So positive 10 plus negative 23, you would have made 33%. No. Give me a 5 if you have understood that. I want to speak with people who understand what I'm saying. Now, open this coin. Open this coin. When you open this coin, Royalq gives you what we call indicators. It gives you time frame. 15 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hour, 1 day, 1 week. If you have attended my trainings, I say it is called top-down analysis. Can you write the word top-down analysis in the chat? Top-down analysis. Write for me the word top-down analysis. Start looking at the market in a bigger time frame. Start looking at the market in a bigger time frame. So I'll put on 1 week. When I put on 1 week, what will I do next? I'll now put in indicators. The first indicator is called the moving average. And how do moving average work? When you look at your screen, ladies and gentlemen, it has MA of 99. This is 99. 99 means this moving average is looking at the previous 99 candles. And it gives an average. And so the average of the 99 candles is where this line is. Then this one is a moving average of 25. It looks at 25 moving average, 25 candles. And the average of the 25 moving average performance in 1 week time frame is this one. This one. Then the last one is a 7 moving average. It looks at 7 previous candles, and the average is this one. And so, when candles are forming above any moving average, we say that this coin is on an uptrend. So, you see, in this case, candles are forming above this 7 moving average. And in short, we could say in that area, it is an uptrend. But when candles are forming below a moving average, we say that the market is on a downward trend. Now, when a small moving average crosses a big moving average, this cross is called a golden cross. You see, once it closed here, the market moved up. And so we always plan to make our entry at the golden cross. When you see a golden cross, expect this particular coin you are trading that is going to do well. Now, that was in 1 week. Then you turn to 1 day and see. Do you see where the golden cross happened? The market went up. But did you see that the candles were still forming above? All the three moving averages. All of the three still in 1 day. Let's go to 4 hours. Has it changed really? Can you see? Now, in the short time frame, candles are forming below. Give me one in the chat if you can see. Candles are forming below. Give me one in the chat if you can see that. Which means, in the bigger time frame, it's a little bit on an uptrend, but here in the lower time frame, things are going the other way around. Look clearly, guys, here. Here was a golden cross, and here was a golden cross, and the market moved up. But you see here at this point, let me change the color to blue. Do you see at this point, when a big moving average crossed a small moving average, this one is called a death close. It's a cross for death. And once it crosses, the market is expected to continue going down. Do you still see another death close about to happen here? According to your lesson for today, can you trade that coin? according to your lessons for now, can you trade that coin? But it is the most negative. Okay, we usually say we don't use one indicator. Let's lower 1 hour time frame. Can we see there is a death clause here? There is another death clause here. And here the coin is still trying to see if it could cross above. I have a question. Can you still trade this coin? I have a question. Can you still trade this? But it's the most negative coin, guys. It's the most negative coin. Now I have a question. Is it okay for someone to go and just pick coins in Royalq? I have a question. Is it okay? Give me a 1 in the chat if you mean a no. Give me a 2 if you mean a yes. Give me a 1 if you mean a no. Give me a 2 if you mean a yes. Is it okay for someone to just go to Royalq and pick a coin because it is the most negative without this knowledge? Now, when these three happen, when these three meet in one place, they form what we call a rainbow. When these three meet in one place, who can see a nice, who sees this nice golden cross? Anybody who's seeing this nice golden cross, a nice golden cross? Give me a 5 if you can see this nice golden cross, a 5, a nice golden cross. Can you see that? It was a sweet golden cross, a very sweet one. But I want you to show you something, that when these three meet in one place from a downward movement, the market will always go high. But when these three also meet up here, the market will go down massively. But we never use one indicator. So let's move from the moving average, which we have finished to learn, and then go to the MACD. It is called the moving average convergence divergence indicator. We go back to 1 week, and we want now to add in, but this one is not so clear, so let me get here. Okay, so now we have another indicator. It is called the MACD. The MACD stands for moving average convergence. Moving average is MA. Moving average convergence divergence indicator. And this is a very important indicator, guys. Let's learn about it. This indicator, let me first stop sharing my screen. And I see if I could do this. Let's see if I could do this. If I could just a little bit. Librarian, it's getting late. All right, I'm gonna teach very fast because I'm supposed to take Brianna to her working place. So the MACD has a middle line. And this middle line separates what we call Green histograms, they usually form like this. They increase, then they decrease. Then it forms what we call red histograms. They usually start big, they increase as they go down, then they decrease as they go up. Then it forms green histograms that start small, then they increase, then they decrease, like that. So it forms a curve that starts small, then goes down, then later it forms a red curve that starts small, increases, then it goes up, then later it forms a green one that starts up, then but in the middle there is a line, and this one is called the neutral line, usually at 0. But as this line is, across this indicator, there are two lines. One could be orange, another one purple, that move across. I may not be perfect because of time. So there are usually two lines. And so the cross might happen here, and then the cross happens here, then it goes below, then maybe another cross happens here, then it goes above. Okay, then then maybe another cross. So they cross each other, then another cross, they move together, then maybe another cross happens here. So this is important. Listen to me. This is where the gist is, and I'll use the black color to write. When the crossover happens here in the red histogram area, the market moves up, the market will go up, but not too much. When the crossover happens here in the green histogram area, and the market is going down, the market will go down, but not too much. But listen to me clearly. If the crossover of the market going down happens here in the red histogram area, in short, I would call it a dump. This coin is going to dump. I mean that it's going to go down massively. It is the same thing when the crossover for the market going up happens on top here. Here. The market is going to go up massively. If you have understood, give me a 2 in the chat. I want to share my screen and end this call. Because I've entered Brianna's time. So I want to be fast now. She's already complaining. Okay, now look here, guys. Now we are combining. Can you see the golden cross? The cross here, the market went up. The cross here, the market went up. The cross here, the market went up. Now the cross here, the market is still going to go down, but not too much. Give me a 3 in the chat if it's clear. Give me a 3 in the chat if it is clear, because I explained it the other side. But I want to find you a strong dump. Which coin is this? There was a cross here, but there was no cross on top or below. But the market went massively down. But this could help you define that very well. I'm looking for who sees a boom coming here? Who can see that something good is coming here? Give me a 2 in the chat if you can see on the render token in the 1 hour time frame. If you can see something good coming. You may not trade, but come and check on the render token soon. You will see. Boom. Okay. So basically, that's what I would say. If you look what happened here on the crossover, just below the line and here, you see what happened. The market went down. Okay. If I'm gonna find a pump, a very strong pump, let's pick a coin that's doing well now. Whoever traded this coin, I hope you have made good money. We identified this coin. Guys, who sees that a boom is still coming? Who can give me a 6 if you can see Wuma is not yet done, it's preparing. Who can see it down here? That the coin is still preparing. The crossover is going to happen in the green histogram area. And still another crossover planning above there. The coin is not yet done, guys. Now I have a question. Now I've taught you this. I will teach another indicator, the Bollinger Bands. Okay? And this will be my last. Now we are combining the Bollinger Bands and the moving average. Can we see the crossover here, planning a crossover? Can you see when the crossover happened here? Boom. Now, how do the moving average work? The Bollinger Band, sorry. Like I said, you start in a bigger time frame to understand the trend of the market, and you can set on an uptrend in 1 hour. But the Bollinger Bands use a principle we call squeeze and bubble. Squeeze, bubble. Let me take you to one day. Can you see it uses a principle called the squeeze and then the bubble? Let me take you to 4 hour time frame. The Bollinger Band uses system, the squeeze, then a bubble. Now there is going to happen a squeeze, then a bubble. The bubble could go down, the bubble could go up. Okay, let's go. All right. Okay, you see this was a bubble. Now a simple squeeze, then a bubble. But how do we use the Bollinger Bands? That's the most important part. How do we use the Bollinger Bands? The Bollinger Bands have 3 lines. Okay, they have the upper band, the lower band, and the middle band. And the middle band is a 21 moving average, looking at 21 previous candles. And when candles are forming above the 21 moving average, that coin is on an uptrend. Like, look at it here. Let me go to, I love 4 hour time frame. When candles move below and close above this, it means this coin is on an uptrend. Give me a 7 if you can see it here in my screen. That candles are closing above this middle line. They have moved below, but they are now closing above. So this shows you. And if you add on the MACD here, you can see the planning of a crossover. So when you make an entry, you only make an entry if candles form above the lower band and close above it. When they form above the lower band and close above it, you plan your entry. So if this was the most negative coin, but it's now the most positive coin, it's tradable. But the reason why we teach technical analysis, when I go to trading view, the reason why we teach you technical analysis is to give you more options. Okay, for example, Brian, I'm coming, we go now. I'm gonna pay you a fine. I'm gonna pay a fine of how much? $10 for delaying you home today. Don't worry, I'm gonna pay you for your time. Okay, I'm coming. Okay, here it's not opening. Let me change device. So let me change device for a faster browser. Okay, here we go. The reason why we teach you technical analysis, ladies and gentlemen, is to learn to go an extra mile and look at a coin you want to trade, so that you make better decisions. I don't know if someone understands. So that you make better decisions. This coin is still going to deliver more money. But all the indicators we have talked about the other side could still be applied. But those who traded, I told you it was highly more riskier. But still now it has formed a new entry. So you could come here, for those of you, and put here Bollinger, MACD. Moving average, convergence, divergence indicator. Tap on it and it gets into your screen. Can you see that on trading view it's a little bit more clear? Give me one in the chat if it's more clear on your trading view. Because it gives you a more clear picture than Royalq would do. Give me one in the chat if it looks more clear. Do you see all the lines I talked about here are more clear? You can see the formations, they are more clear than, even if we change to 1 hour. Do you see? It looks better. The histograms are more clear. You can see they had stopped, but they are now reforming. Even if you go to 30 minutes, the moving average, you see the crossovers happened on top here, showing you that the market is still going to deliver more money. So the reason why we teach this is that it gives you a more clear picture. Am I clear, guys? That's why we teach this. Wow. And a 3% guarantee here. And when we come to the moving averages, as I come to the end, I love the 4-hour time frame. When it comes to the moving averages that I've talked about the other side, so I'll remove this because you can't add more than 3. So you come here, come on technicals, type in moving average, the moving average, the exponential moving average. Okay, we shall discuss this later. What's the difference? Now, this is a MACD. Okay, so the moving averages. Okay, I will discuss what is the difference between exponential moving average. Now, this is a moving average. This is a 200 moving average. So I'll tap on the settings, but we are going to teach that the other side. And let me say I turn it into a 7. Okay, so I've turned it into a 7. So because there must be 3, I'll come and add in another, the exponential moving average, and I'll turn this to, instead of a 7, I'll do like Royalq, I'll turn this to a 25. Okay, and I'll also go ahead and give it a color. I'll give it a color. Let me give it a blue color. Okay. Now this is a 25. Then I will also add a third one, which is a 99. I come here, exponential moving average. Now the challenge comes in. They don't allow more than 2. But I have a question. Do you see the crossover here? Do you see the golden cross? Give me one in the chat if you can see the golden cross. The 7 moving average has crossed a 25 moving average here. They are the same indicators in Royalq, but here I have a more clear picture. Let me remove this one. Can you see? Can you see the crossover? Let me also remove this line so that someone can see. Do you see that now it's more clear? That it makes my decisions better? Give me a 7. If they are the same indicators that I can apply the other side, but here I get a better picture. It is a golden cross, and this coin is still going to go up. Thank you for attending today's class. I love you all, and I want to wish you an amazing, fantastic day. Someone has a question in the chat. Can you introduce this course on the university? Can you introduce this course to the university? I don't know, but I believe those of you who are attending our classes, we teach this for free. Does anyone pay for these services, ladies and gentlemen? Does anyone pay for our services of lessons? We teach for free. You don't need to pay. We teach them every day at 7:30 a.m. for free. And you learn them and you make money for free. And we have these recordings onto our YouTube channel. I could drop a recording. Let me drop a recording. There you go. All those lessons are for free. We have done them. And we teach you for free. And the lessons are there. And we still give you signals and teach you how to manage your capital. Teach you how to use them. If you remain broke, it's your own reasons. Have a nice day. I don't want my daughter to charge me so much. It might increase the money. Yet I have agreed with her only